Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. We are in week 13 in our Toronto Mounties franchise, and we are facing off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. So we're going to be home for the next 2 games, and then we got 2 more away games, and then week 17 will be a home game matchup. So I cannot wait for the postseason for our Toronto Mounties franchise. So before we get started with today's episode, I just wanted to clarify how the playoff picture will look. Alright, so we have the best record in the AFC, so this means we have the number 1 seed. And if we lose a couple games, oh well, we will still be in the playoffs in regards to that. So the Chicago Bears are still in the playoffs as well. They are the first round. They get the first round bye if playoffs ended today. So basically saying we're already in playoff position, and we have, I believe, a 10-1 record. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff.
Today, from Toronto, Canada, it's week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Drew Brees and the Toronto Mounties versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Alright, it is kickoff time here at SoctiaBank Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So the Toronto Mounties are ready to kick this off, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are ready to return. Trevor Reardon makes that awesome kickoff return, and that will be a 2-point safety for us. So that will be our first safety of the season, and that will be a punt return. So they're going to do a free kick at the 20. So Marquise Lee will be ready to return the free kick at the 20, and he will get stopped at the 32. Alright, so Drew Brees steps onto the field for the first time in this episode, and we are going to throw the football to TY Hilton because he's the primary receiver. So 1st and 10, Drew Brees, he is going to throw this to TY Hilton, and he is going to claim that reception, and he will slide on into the end zone for a touchdown. This will be his 16th touchdown reception, and he has over 1,000 receiving yards this season, and the Toronto Mounties will lead this one 9-0 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Alright, so Tom Brady will be ready to step onto the field for the first time in this episode. So he's going to hand this off to Ronald Jones, and he only has a rush, so he did not lose nor gain any yards on that play. So we're going to use a 4-3 formation here for the defense as they are at the 30-yard line. So Tom Brady, he is going to throw the football there, and that will be incomplete. So we're going to use the zone formation. We're going to use the zone formation here for the defense, and he is going to throw this football, and it is a pass deflection, incomplete pass. So this will result in a 4th and 10. Patrick Peterson will be ready to return the punt now here for the Toronto Mounties here at SoctiaBank Field in Toronto. And now Patrick Peterson, he is going to use a juke move there, and he does get stopped though at the 32-yard line. This is going to be a 17-yard return, and we're going to use the I formation here. We're going to use a quick slants route on 1st and 10 from the 32. Drew Brees, we're going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald, and he gets a first down there, 2 for 2, 92 yards, and a touchdown for Drew Brees. So this will be Larry Fitzgerald's first reception of the season, of the game rather, and he has 1,147 receiving yards this season. So he's almost at 1,500, so he basically needs about 353 yards to go. 343 yards to go. And Larry Fitzgerald did claim another reception. So Drew Brees, he has thrown 108 yards. So I am going to use Rodney Parker as my wide receiver. He's going to be my primary on this play. And this will be a 1st and 10. So Drew Brees, he is going to throw this to Rodney Parker. And Parker gets stopped, though, at the 3-yard line. So he has a 25-yard reception. So that's going to be a 1st and goal. So they're going to move the chains here. And they're going to be at the 3-yard line. So Drew Brees, he's going to throw this to Rodney Parker. And Rodney Parker claims his first touchdown of the game. And they will lead this one 16-0 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Alright, now 1st down and 10 from the 29-yard line. So Tom Brady, he does not want to get sacked, but he will get sacked by J.J. Watt. And Thomas Davis Sr., number 81 there, makes a fumble recovery. And that will be a 1st and goal. So we're going to use a run play here. We're not going to do any more passing plays for the 1st quarter. So I'm going to hand this off to Frank Gore. And that is going to be a 3-yard gain. So I am going to use Le'Veon Bell as my running back. So 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Le'Veon Bell, he is going to run this in, and he gets his first touchdown of the game. So he gets his 5th touchdown of the regular season, and we'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. So he just runs it from 3 yards out, and that's going to be a touchdown. Alright, now this is going to be a 3rd down and 10 from the 33-yard line. And Tom Brady, he is going to throw this football, and that's going to be incomplete. So he is 0 for 4 in this episode, and we're ready to return a punt. We got Patrick Peterson ready to return a punt here for Toronto, and we're having Ben Roethlisberger be our quarterback for quarters 2 and 3. And then I might have Cam Newton be in for the 4th quarter. So he gets stopped at the 31. This will be a 1st and 10. So Ben Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw the football for the first time in this episode. So he steps onto the field for the first time, and he is going to throw this to Rodney Parker. And Rodney Parker, he does get stopped, though, at the 48. So that was a 21-yard pass to Rodney Parker. 3rd reception of the game for him in this episode. So this will be a 1st and 10. So Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw. He's going to throw it to Larry Fitzgerald, both drafted in the year 2004. And he has a 47-yard pass there. So he has been doing pretty good. Drew Brees had 136 passing yards in the 1st quarter. So let's see if Ben Roethlisberger can throw more yards than Brees in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. So Rodney Parker gets his 5th touchdown reception of the season, and I think this might be his 2nd or 3rd of the game. So it's now going to be 30-0 here at SoctiaBank Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. Okay, now this will be a 3rd and 9 here at SoctiaBank Field in Toronto, and Tom Brady, he is going to throw this reception to O.J. Howard. And I'm afraid he will not get the first down, but they will be required to do a field goal try. And if they score, they will have 3 points in all. So we will lead this one 30-3. And the kick is good. All right, so it is kickoff time here in SoctiaBank Field in Toronto, and Tariq Cohen is ready to return to kickoff here for the Toronto Mounties. I did pause for a moment because I had to sneeze. So I don't like sneezing whenever I'm recording because it just wastes like 2 seconds of your video. And Ben Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw. He is going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. That's going to be a first down, 4 for 4, 81 yards there. So we're going to use a PA post on first down and 10 here for the Toronto Mounties. So the Mounties are going to throw this to Rob Gronkowski, and that will be a first down. So we're going to take a timeout. All right, now this will be a first and 10. So Ben Roethlisberger, he is going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. He drops the pass. Marcus Gilbert for our Toronto Mounties offensive line appears to be down and hurt. So let's see what the injury is, and I hope he returns. I mean, if not, he could be out for the season, or he could return in postseason. So first and goal from the 4. 97 yards for Larry Fitzgerald in this episode. And let's make this one final snap before the first half ends. So I'm going to throw this to Larry Fitzgerald. That's going to be incomplete. So this will end the first half. Marcus Gilbert will not return. He has a dislocated ankle. All right, now we're ready to return to kickoff for the second half. And you guys remember what happened in the first half. So Trevor Reardon made the tackle on the return man, but they lost the ball, so nobody really recovered, basically saying, and it turned out it was going to be a 2-point safety, and it was. So first down at 10, Ben Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw this football to Larry Fitzgerald, and he has 100 receiving yards in this episode, so no one's even going to stop him there, and he slides on into the end zone for a touchdown. So we have 4,000 passing yards this season, 1,250 receiving yards, and we are going to extend this lead 37-3 here in Toronto. Okay, now first and 10. So they're at the 27-yard line, and they're going to hand this off to Ronald Jones the second, and he has not gained any yards nor lost any yards, which is average. So second and 11 now from the 26-yard line, and it looks like Tom Brady is going to throw, and he gets sacked on this play by Keanu Neal. So that will be a 3rd and 20 from the 17-yard line, and it looks like he's attempting another passing play, and he hopes to avoid being sacked, and that will be a pass completion to Scotty Miller, but that's not going to be a first down, so they will have to return the punt. So we have to return the punt. They have to punt it away, 4th and 11 from the 26-yard line, and we're going to use Patrick Peterson. He is going to return this out, so he's going to use a juke move there, and he's going to use another juke move, and he gets stopped at the 41. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 48. Ben Roethlisberger, he is going to throw this deep to Isaac Bender, the Slippery Rock University product, and he gets stopped at the 19 there, so he is in the red zone. So Isaac Bender, 2 receptions, 43 yards for him. And Roethlisberger, he is ready to throw this to Isaac Bender, and he claims a touchdown reception for the Toronto Mounties. So this will be his first receiving touchdown of the game, and they will lead this one 44-3. We'll see you guys in the 4th quarter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this ends the 3rd quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Now we got some Cam Newton ready to throw the football. He's going to pass this to Rob Gronkowski. That's going to be a first down for him. So he's going to be at the 18-yard line. So we're going to use a verts drag on first down and 10. So Cam Newton, he is going to throw this to Rob Gronkowski, and he will get stopped at the 2. So 37 yards for Cam Newton. And Rob Gronkowski is only 31 yards away from making the big 1-0-0 receiving mark. And Rob Gronkowski claims a touchdown out of this one. And we're going to attempt the 2-point conversion. So we're going to use a run play. So that's going to be the 2-point conversion. And AP, he runs the football and he gets 2 points. And we're actually going to take a small break. And we'll see you guys when we're back on offense. Okay, now it's 4th down and 18, and there's only 1:54 to go in the 4th quarter here at SoctiaBank Field in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So Patrick Peterson, he uses a juke move there. He does get stopped, though, at the 11-yard line. So this is going to be a 1st down and 10. We're going to go back to our recent plays. We're going to use that Verts drag pass play. And they're at the 11-yard line. So Cam Newton, he is going to throw this football deep to Rob Gronkowski. That will be incomplete, though. But still, 2nd and 10. And Newton, he is going to throw this to Gronk. And it's still incomplete. I thought he had it there for one moment, but he just didn't. So 3rd down and 10 now. Newton, I'm just going to run with him. And I get stopped at the 36. So that was a 25-yard carry on that play. So we have over 1,000 rushing yards this season, which is impressive to see. I mean, we have more passing yards than rushing yards, yes. But we're going to throw this one to Gronk, and he gets a reception there, so that would be a 51-yarder, and this will be a 1st down and 10. 408 passing yards in this episode in general by all of our 3 quarterbacks, and Rob Gronkowski gets his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. We'll see you guys at the end of the game. We'll see you guys at statistics, and all I want to say is thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this content. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, here is the statistics. We did beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 59-3. And for our player stats, Ben Roethlisberger, 157.9 passer rating, 10 for 13, 3 touchdowns on the day. Drew Brees had a perfect passer rating, 5 for 6, 136 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Cam Newton had a 153.3 passer rating with 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. Roethlisberger, by the way, had 266 yards. So Le'Veon Bell, he had 5 yards out, and he claimed a touchdown out of that one. So we've had a lot of nearly 100-yard receiving plays. So Larry Fitzgerald, 170 yards, 1 touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 135 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day, with 22.5 with the average. So Rodney Parker had 4 receptions, 70 yards, and 2 touchdowns. TY Hilton and Isaac Bender both had a touchdown reception. But defensively, let's see how many sacks. Carlos Dunlap had 2 sacks. Trent Murphy, Keanu Neal, and J.J. Watt both had at least a sack. There were no INTs, but there was a forced fumble by Trevor Reardon, J.J. Watt, and then it was Watt and Thomas Davis Sr. who claimed it, and there were no defensive touchdowns, but there was a 2-point safety. I'd give Trevor Reardon the credit. I mean, it did go out of bounds, yes, but this basically began the game. So, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.